Hey movie junkies, welcome back to Twin Flicks, where we always celebrating the magic of movies and physical media with you. If you're new to this channel, we go and do deep dives into 4K versus Blu-ray side-by-side comparisons, where we take screenshots of the 4K and the Blu-ray and we compare them to see if the 4K is worth upgrading or in general if it's worth picking up. But today, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be doing a comparison between the Blu-ray of Citizen Kane and the Criterion 4K UHD release of Citizen Kane, and see if it's worth upgrading. So stay tuned. Now I did compare this Blu-ray with the 4K UHD, and I did grab some screenshots here to compare the two, and there is a huge problem with the Blu-ray disc on the Criterion edition that I'll get into later. Well, Citizen Kane fully shows off the power of what a native 4K restoration and HDR color grading can do when done correctly, especially for an 80-year-old film. I mean, just watching this, you can tell how much care and time has been taken and put in to ensure the most accurate and faithful representation of the film. Now, the film does look slightly darker than the Blu-ray. However, there's also a lot richer, boosting finer details and ranges of darker shadow nuances as well. You can see this from the opening sequence as the camera pans up the gate of Xanadu and see the Kane estate and the mansion. The depth of the visuals are much more improved, but one of the most dramatic improvements of this 4K UHD is with the grayscale. Grays are much noticeably expanded, along with whiter whites that are brighter, such as when Kane is a kid playing in the snow, it's pure white. Black levels are also better with deeper, inkier blacks and no crush or digital noise. And that's something that the Blu-ray always had a problem with. There was a lot of crush blacks throughout the film. The image throughout is also much clearer and razor sharp. However, I did notice an issue. Some of the softer areas with the optical transitions and effects looks pretty soft. Other than that though, when comparing the 4K to the Blu-ray, there is much stronger and significant improvements and enhancements throughout the feature. I will say though that if you're watching this on a smaller TV, say under a 60-65 inch, you probably won't notice a huge difference. In fact, it may just look like you're watching a Blu-ray, but with larger screens, I would say 65 and up, that's where you will see the more dramatic improvements over the Blu-ray. Now, as for the Blu-ray issue with this Criterion set, at about 20 minutes or so, there is very noticeable color timing issues and obvious heavy grain exposure. Now, Criterion is well aware of this, and they have stated that it's a technical error, and they've already established a replacement program in place. So if you have this and you want to replace your Blu-ray, go to Criterion and find out how you can get the replacement. What about the audio? Well, the audio is a restored PCM mono track taken from the original audio. And while there is some noticeable limitations throughout the audio presentation, honestly, they just can't be avoided because of the age of the original audio. Overall, the clarity, sharpness, and stability is very good. Alright, so my final overall score for the audio and video of Criterion's 4K of Citizen Kane, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of a 5. Criterion has hit it out of the park with the 4K UHD release of Citizen Kane. It's honestly never looked better, and the 4K is also jam-packed with 3 extra discs full of special features. So tell me, when you compare between the Blu-ray and the 4K here, can you tell the difference? Let me know down below in the comments. As always, thanks so much for watching, and keep doing your part in keeping physical media alive, and we'll see you next time.